All right, everyone, here we go. It's an all signs reading. It doesn't matter what your sign is. It's straight up energy reading. This is for Venus in Libra. And I'm pulling on it because the energy is here. It's moving in, I think, on the 8th, something like that. But the energy is here. What is this? Well, Venus in Libra has a lot of different meanings. But in the context of the energies around us right now, here, right on the cusp of the 1111 portal energy peaking, it's an honest, balanced energy. That's what it is. It's going to be very interesting. I was looking forward to doing this, pulling on this incoming energy and this honest and balanced energy. It is an energy where it's what my dad might have called that come to Jesus I've been talking about a lot, where people have a nice chat with themselves and things like that. Yep, this is one of the primary reasons that energy showed up a lot in the November readings. I'm sure of that. It's a balanced, honest energy. All right, I got a pre-shuffle here. It's an emperor staring at you. It's actually kind of balanced. I won't lie to you. It's not a Burger King, but we'll get there. This is just the surface energy. I think this is going to be very interesting to see how this incoming energy behaves. It's a general reading, may or may not resonate with you, but if the title brought you in here, you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. Okay? It's a balanced and honest energy. Okay? Here on the surface, I ask the universe, give me the soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Libra. Okay. I get a you hear my voice? I have to swim in this, so my voice, reflects the energy. Yep. It's a pretty balanced emperor. Okay. This is the incoming energy. We have someone taking control here. It's crossed by the King of Pentacles. Also a balanced, fair and balanced energy, an honest energy. So we have that right there on the surface. That's the opportunity of, it's not your person. I realized that after I pulled this, when I looked at this before I hit record. It's not actually representing your person, the incoming energy. It's representing the opportunity contained within the energy. It's a balanced and honest energy. This is a balanced and honest king. This is all 4 kings, and it's pretty balanced. So, what happens when we move through? Well, it's judgment. I get somebody that's looking at all this, maybe taking advantage of this energy, whether they want to or not. This is a pretty powerful card. It's someone who wants a second chance, kind of a thing. But they're pretty nervous. What they're seeing in this energy and talking to themselves about themselves, about their behavior, it's going to make them very nervous. But it's here so they're learning something. It's a card of the student, but it's a nervous student. I won't lie to you. About what? About what's happened in the past, the 6 of Cups. And what the hell am I going to do about it? 8 of Wands, bookending the Emperor. Bookending means they're tied together, like bookends. The cover of a book and the back of the book, they tied together by a binding. These energies, when I say bookend, they're tied together. Yeah, this is the and I said this is part of the opportunity within the energy. This balanced king, this honest king, this balanced emperor, they have the opportunity to speak up here, to come communicate with you, to reach out. We had a lot of communication in the November readings. Doesn't surprise me. The opportunity is there. This is minor arcana. It's up to their free will. What they're seeing and feeling with this influence is making them nervous, though. Okay, but they are learning. Right? Just nervous, like a nervous kid on the first day of school, right? Usually just worried they're wearing the wrong thing or they got the bad haircut. Oh, good Lord. Let's shuffle the deck. Here's the first card out for the cut. It's why the fuck are we here? So why the fuck are we here? I was always grateful. I never had a bad haircut. My parents were hippies, sort of partiers, hippies. So I always had long hair as a kid. I remember people came up. This woman one time came up to my mother in the grocery store when I was about 5 or so. She said, "What a beautiful little girl you have." That's what happens when you got high cheekbones, big eyes, and you're a little boy with long hair. You look like a little girl. I did. It's all right. Let's shuffle the deck. Let's see where we go here. All right. Why the fuck are we here? It's a balanced and honest energy. Oh, you got to be shitting me. The King of Pentacles came back. That's why we're here. That energy. And that was a very important energy from the pre-shuffle to cut cards back up the pre-shuffle. So, okay. We're here. Because, well, maybe somebody in this sober energy, we'll call it a sober energy, right? Sees your value. It knows they can't replace you. You're an 8-point buck with rainbow antlers. Maybe. I mean, that energy is certainly attached to it. But we're here because we've got crazy runners who come up with excuses and put up walls of pretense who are now sitting in more, yeah, not unlike October, which was a whole month of balanced energy. Now that some of that balance is still here. All right. So now we've got honesty in there too. You can't lie in this energy. People with Venus in Libra in their chart, for example, are often people that don't use swear words and things like that. You know, that they don't. They're very, you know, they come across very together kind of a thing. Yeah. Scaring the shit out of your person. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. 4 of Pentacles. As you could tell, I don't have Venus. I don't have Venus in Libra in my chart. Because I fucking swear all the time. Yeah, they're afraid, holding back, just having to sit in it. Okay, this is where it's going to get interesting. Here's our reading. I was dying to pull this reading. Oh, I know this energy is coming. I love it. All right, give me a reading, universe. Give me the influence, soulmate cycle with the influence of Venus in Libra. Honest, balanced energy. Wow. Okay. All right. Like it or not, here's our reading. 7 of Pentacles is the overall energy. Before I open my mouth, what's fueling that? 10 Cups. It's getting real about this. This can be a whole lot of fairyland. A whole lot of nonsense. I'm only drawn... Now, when this is real energy, it usually doesn't have a haze to it. Or I'm just drawn to the cups and I ignore the rainbow. This is all rainbow. Okay? Is somebody seeing the light here? And it scares them. You know, it will. I don't know that it's enough to stop them, though, with that 8 of Wands and the pre-shuffle. I'm not sure. Reading's on the flip. Right here's the energy around your connection. Venus transits Libra. Right here is the 3D energy around your person. Right here's the soul. Right here's their soul. Right here's the hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the energy of connection. Right here's the potential final outcome. I say potential because I can't predict free will. I think a lot of them are going to misuse it under this energy, but we'll see. I will clarify everything, throw some universe cards over the top, and you bet your sweet asses there's going to be an extended. All right? If for no other reason, I've got to see how you guys are behaving in this energy. Wow. Okay. It's going to be very interesting. Okay. Energy around your connection. The Fool. Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah. There's a chance, an opportunity, and I've already used that word several times during the pre-shuffle, an opportunity within the energy around your connection for something all new to happen. This is also an energy where it's a little hard to lie to yourself and to lie to others. Okay? So that's why it might start a lot of fights. You know, people unhappy in a relationship going to say things they can't take back in this energy. It's a little bit of Jim Carrey, liar, liar, right? Where he can't lie. It's like, it's tough. It's not easy. It makes for a good comedy movie. It makes for a good comedy transit too. But yeah, there's a chance here for something all new to happen here. Okay. All right. We'll see what happens when we clarify. What's the 3D energies around Page of Cups? It's a new beginning. It's a new beginning for this person in looking at how they feel, how they really feel. Okay? We talked about that around this fairyland, right? Divine timing around that. Time to take a look. Time to take a break. Take a look around. What's their soul here? Bookends the Fool. Yeah. Five of Pentacles. Yeah. It's a sobering energy where you realize, in this context, this is a sobering energy where you realize you've shut yourself out of a lot of happiness in favor of illusion and delusion. Okay. It's pretty deep energy for them, a lot deeper than I thought they'd go. But I still, you know, we'll see. Hidden energy, message from the universe, red with the Fool. What's the fickle old gal universe want to tell us? 5 Swords. Yeah. That's our lead-in to our final outcome, too. It's bittersweet energy. Bittersweet means you win, but at what cost? You know, it costs you something to win. It could be some... I'm going to need to clarify that. I kind of get where the fickle old gal universe is going, but at the same time, they might sabotage this. They might use their free will against their own best interest. They can. This can make you do that. This can create a bit of a depressive energy, right? where you see where you've shortchanged yourself and left yourself out in the cold. A depressive energy, sometimes people with depression, like when it dips, you know, self-sabotage all over the place. They cast people away and all that. I think there's going to be a lot of fights on their side if they're unhappy in a relationship in this energy. What's the potential final outcome? It's red with someone viewing their own emotions from a new light. Okay? Yeah, the Eight of Cups. Somebody, that cuts both ways. That cuts both ways because it's tied to this energy. You can see the color match here, right? There you are. You're an energy reader right now. It's surface energy, but it is what it is. So this card actually ties with this card, even though in my reading it's red with the Page of Cups. This could be somebody again, like I said, bittersweet was the first kind of feeling I got off that, where they want to come toward you. You're their Nine Cups, but they have to leave something behind that they're used to. And there's always, anytime we leave a part of our life behind, a little bit of melancholy. Feels like a part of ourself is dying. And there's others of them which will run from this like a motherfucker. They just don't have, this requires a lot of bravery. It depends on your person. I think I said it in a recent reading, and all my readings are tied together. I'm just flowing with the energy. I said it depends if your person is someone when they're cornered, they stand up and fight, or do they cower? It depends. The good news for you on that front is if they show up, then there's someone who stands up and fights in this energy. In a lot of the energies around us, not just this particular one. And that's good. That's somebody you can work with. You can't work with a coward. And not an emotional coward. You can't be in a relationship with that. That's just going to lead to problems, right? That's going to make you unhappy. Why is the Fool here? Let's clarify. Let's talk to the witches. Tell me about the Fool. We'll see what happens when we clarify that. The universe is going to pull on the majority. So, two energies attached. It's tied to that. Like I said, this can create a depressive effect. We'll see. Why is the Fool here? It's pretty hard for someone who's a bullshit artist to live in energy that's honest and balanced. It's tricky. I said it all through October. The balanced energy was going to cause towers for them, right? And sure enough, towers came up all over the place in the readings. I was right. Well, this energy has a similar effect. You know, it's not just honest with other people, it's honest with yourself. And that's sometimes really hard. That's hard for a lot of people to face, especially if they're ego people, right? You know, people, I've told you a million times, I'll keep telling you, people don't like to admit they got something wrong. They will stick going down the wrong path with some weird guerrilla logic all the way down to their peril. It's fucking crazy. All right, the Fool. It takes a high vibration person to admit they got something wrong. It always does. So that's how, even if you're not an energy reader, you could spot low vibration from high vibration. Is it someone who shifts blame? Doesn't take responsibility for the bad things they did or the screw-ups they made? Or is it somebody who stands up and says, hey, you know, I fucked up here. I'll take my lumps, right? What's crossing the Fool? The Two of Pentacles feels like it. Same energy. It's the Two of Swords. It is in this context. It's the same kind of energy. Someone here is at a crossroads. It is tied to that bittersweet feeling I got off of this. Let's find out what's on top here. And that also ties with this, where I said there's two possible outcomes here because of the depressive effect here, which is bookending over here. Why's the Fool here? Ace of Pentacles. Look, there's a shot. There's an opportunity. The energy reeks of opportunity for not only just a different new beginning, a new fresh start, but something really, really special here. Something that maybe you, at least one side's been waiting for a long time, because this is very slow energy. Ace of Pentacles. Why is the Ace of Pentacles here? The Star. Yeah. Everything I just said just got backed up with the one card. There is a amazing opportunity here. I mean, I would say something like, if this is ever going to happen, this is the energy it might happen in. You know, especially with Mercury moving into Sagittarius, right on the heels of this, right? Okay, let's go. I was going to switch decks, but now I'm not. I was going to switch decks. I don't know why. I think I'm going to for this. I flow with the energy. The energy says switch decks. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Page of Cups. Why is it here? This one's going to get double clarified because it's very important. Because this energy, this possibly depressive energy, where we really feel, almost being shown a movie of where we left ourselves out in the cold, is drifting over here. And for a lot of them, it's opening up emotions that they've suppressed for a long time. That's part of what the Page of Cups is talking about. It's a new love energy, but again, opening up energies that we haven't felt or ever felt is new love within us. So this is very interesting. Let's see here. Page of Cups, why is it here? It's initially crossed by the Ace of Swords. That's Archangel Michael energy, which is very strong this month. That frequency, you could put the action figure to it if you want. He's very handsome. But the frequency of Archangel Michael energy it's healing through truth. It's that specific frequency of it. There are several Archangel Michael type frequencies, but yeah, healing through truth. There's your truth right there. It's the environmental energy around this. But it can backfire a little bit because of this energy. Because if your person has depression, they're going to get triggered in this big time. What's on top here? The Emperor. Yeah, yeah. It's balanced, but it's representing what it represented in the pre-shuffle, the opportunity to do something about this. Will they? Why is the Emperor here? Yeah, the Ace of Wands. They might. That's the answer. They might. The Ace of Wands can blow out as fast as it goes lit, like a match in the wind. They might. And it might flare out. It depends. It hangs on this energy here. Okay, let's put these away. Now let's clarify these cards with the witches. All right, let's clarify the whole thing with the witches. Why not? We can do that. We can do anything we want. Well, I can. You're just watching. But I can do anything I want. And that's what my gut tells me to do. My gut's never steered me wrong. I'll tell you what. All right. Page of Cups. What do the witches have to say about it? The Queen of Pentacles. They're seeing you in a new light. Okay? We want to go a little deeper here. We're going a little deeper. They're seeing you in a new light. They're seeing how well you're doing. And they're wondering, with this energy bleeding in here, why I'm not doing that well. You know? Okay. What's on top? The Nine of Pentacles. It's a liberation energy. I'll put it so we can kind of see both like that. Can we do that? Okay. It's a liberation energy here. I think on their side, there's going to be a very strong urge with the Emperor here as well, because this is on top of the Emperor, of someone wanting to take control of their life, to where everything they're being seen here that's gone wrong. They might, though. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? Yeah, the Lovers. Your connection causes them, because of them seeing it in a new light, it's basically somebody who wants to be like you. Okay? I'm exaggerating, but it's just an easy way to explain the energy. Someone wants to be like you. Imagine somebody idolized you and they want to be like you. Okay? Just an example. Right? Yeah, you're a bit of an inspiration to them, sure. But, you know, can they have you do that? A lot of times what happens is people idolize somebody. They idolize some mountain climber who climbs big mountains and things like that. And they go out and they buy the mountaineering gear and they do get all the shit they need to do it because they want to be just like that person, their hero. And then they get up to the mountain and they realize, well, I don't really have what it takes to do this. So they end up just climbing rocks at their local park rather than being just like that person. That's kind of where this person is because of this depressive energy here, where they feel like they see you thriving, but they feel like, they feel like a loser next to you. This energy is going to make them feel like a loser next to you. Can I put it that way? Fine. Even though there's a chance they come towards you. And again, it depends what your person's made of. To push past this energy in the soul is going to be tricky. All right? They're going to have some bravery to push past it. Why because it takes bravery to walk away from 8 broken cups. 8 broken cups are either a bad relationship or just a bad way of living their life or all the shit they've done wrong that's left them out in the cold. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles. Why is it here? What did I just get done saying? It's going to take strength, right? It takes strength. Your person coming towards you, do it, it's going to take strength. It's going to take a lot more than just buying mountain climbing gear. Then you got to climb the mountain. right? That takes strength. That takes somebody with some gusto. Yeah, well, it's crossed by strength. Yeah. So I nailed that right on the head. I nailed that energy. That right here, it's the universe saying the same thing. Yeah, this can be tricky. This can leave you out in the cold even more, right? It's sort of a sunk cost type thing. It's the way people look at sunk costs. You either look at it, most people will keep throwing good money after bad because they have thrown bad money in the past. It's just easier just to keep it going. It takes a smart, brave, high vibrational person to admit they were wrong, stop that shit, and move in a new direction. It usually does. This person here, for most of you, this energy, perhaps Mercury moving into Sagittarius will help, and maybe the 11/11 portal and new moon in Scorpio help, but some strength, some big boy, big girl pants are being pulled up here from a good number of them. But this is more saying if the environmental energy is there for them to come in from out of the cold, bring you two together, have a new beginning. But it depends whether they take advantage of that strength energy. And how do they take advantage of it? They keep the heart chakra open. That's how. Right here, we see it opening a little bit, a crack with that Page of Cups. So what's on top? Seven of Wands. Yeah. It's if they have the strength, if they keep the heart chakra open, somebody's going to stand up and fight to get out of this. This energy has an incredible effect if your person is the right type of person. If it's somebody who, when they're cornered, fights and doesn't cower and grow into a ball, kind of a thing. Emotionally speaking, in this case here. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The devil. Yeah. They gotta push past their demons. Again, that just balances the whole thing out. Talking about the if factor on the strength card. It's what I already said here, right? They gotta be brave in this energy. Honesty always requires bravery. You have to be brave to be honest. The next time one of your friends asks, how do I look in this dress? And they look like a fucking turnip with sandals on. Don't, think about it. You got to be brave to say you look like a turnip with sandals on. Okay? You got to be brave to say that. Honesty takes a lot of bravery. It's easy to lie. It's easy to be a bullshit artist. Piece of cake. No problem. All right? Here we go. All kinds of people doing it. With all the technology we have now and printers and stuff like that, you can go home and print off any damn resume you want. All kinds of people walking into jobs with fake resumes. A buddy of mine owns a company. He's been hiring. And it's like, you should see this shit that's coming in here. Real. People making up schools they didn't go to. Oh, that's really easy. Honesty takes bravery. They got emotional honesty even more. All right. Why is the Five of Swords here? Why is it here? Tell me about it. The Magician. Yeah. The universe says for some of them, they're just going to pretend none of this is happening. Okay? They're just going to pretend that none of it is happening. Others of them will push past the bittersweet. It's just what it is. But I'm more interested in the ones that pretend this isn't happening. What's on top? The Queen of Pentacles. Yeah. You're a big fish. Okay? You're a big fish. They got a little fishing pole. It's that line from Jaws where the Roy Scheider character goes back in and talks to the captain and says, you're going to need a bigger boat. After he saw the shark, right? The shark comes out of the water grabbing some of the chum he was throwing. And he goes, holy shit, you're going to need a bigger boat, right? And well, that's kind of the way the ones who pretend that it's not there, that's kind of their feeling, because this is your energy and this is a big ace that it's read with. All right? So, yeah, you're a big fish, just like that shark was. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? A Ten of Wands. Backing up my energy read 100%. It's burdened. It's heavy. You're a big fish. And I even said you're a big fish and they got a little fishing pole. You're too heavy. So the ones this is just the ones that chicken out. And I singled that energy out because some of them will transform this. Even though it's hard, they're going to do it anyway. The star says that. But some of them are going to pretend it's all not there. Magic. Make it go away kind of a thing. Why? Because, they don't feel like they have a big enough boat. All right. Why is the eight of Pentacles? I wish it, well, it is the Eight of Pentacles in part. It's an Eight of Cups blended with Eight of Pentacles energy, because some of them are going to pretend it's not there. This is our lead in to the final outcome. This is the universe preparing us for the final outcome. Here it is, 8 cups. Some of them are going to walk away from 8 broken cups on their side. I imagine this energy, the honesty of it, will start a lot of fights if they're unhappy on their side. A lot of words will be said that can't be taken back. All right? A lot of people going to be called turnips with sandals. I believe it. But some of them are just going to pretend this doesn't happen. None of this is here. Pretend that you're not doing great, whatever. And walk away from the connection. Let's find out. Let's pull now on the Eight of Cups on the majority. Give me the majority. What does this Eight of Cups mean? And that's the best I can do for you. All right? I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and cherry pick a final outcome that gets me more views. Final outcome that would get me more views is communication. They're coming towards you. They're walking away from me. And I leave out. I never tell you about the other side of the energy. I would never fucking do that. I would catch karma for that. I'd be out on a walk and a rock would fly out of somebody's tire and hit me in the head. You know, bad luck kind of shit like that. No such thing as luck. I would have caused it. So, that said, I gave you both sides. I know it irritates some of my, well, he's wishy-washy. He says they might come in, they might not. That's honest. There's thousands of people watching. I assume you're not dealing with the same person. Okay? Yeah, that's just an honest read on the energy. And if you don't appreciate honesty, you will not like Libra's, Venus's transit through Libra. I can tell you that. All right. Why is the Eight of Cups here? Not this one anyway. You know, it means a lot of things, but in the context of the energy it's happening in now, it's a balanced, honest energy. Eight of Cups, for the majority, the Eight of Cups is crossed by communication, but it's not an Eight of Wands, it's not a Three of Cups, it's a Page of Pentacles. It's the same energy of the Page of Pentacles that we saw up in the pre-shuffle. It's a very nervous energy. Someone, for the majority of you, someone will learn a lesson here. All right? And in that, you've got someone approaching you for communication, coming your way because you're their 9 cups, under very nervous energy. They're all nervous that they're going to need a bigger boat. Okay? They're all nervous. You're a big fish, and they got a tiny little fishing pole. We're talking saltwater tuna fishing fish and they're showing up with freshwater tackle. Okay? To catch a little brook trout or something. All right? What's on top here? The four of Pentacles. Jesus. Yeah. What did I just say? Everything I just said just got backed up. Okay? Yeah, I've got, for the majority of you, there's some kind of nervous communication that happens. And that is why, okay, the November readings came out the way they did. I'll tell you the other side of the energy too. Some of them, with this Page of Pentacles here, I know damn well, and I'll be honest with you, even some of the ones that want to come in and communicate will chicken out. They'll be afraid. Like, it all depends how much depression they suffer from. Okay? How this depressive energy affects them. All right? Because depressed people, when they dip, they self-sabotage, they push people away, it's that kind of thing. They'll do that to themselves. It depends if your person is strong enough to keep their heart chakra open, allow this energy to flow, then they stand up and fight and push past this, to have the bravery to look at their issues, right? As the angel light shines in to show them. All right. Why is the Four of Pentacles here? Oh my God, the Eight of Pentacles. I talked about the Eight of Pentacles. I accidentally Freudian slipped and called this the Eight of Pentacles before I pulled any clarifiers. And I said, yeah, it feels like Eight of Pentacles and Eight of Cups. It's both somebody distracting themselves and looking away, and somebody putting in the work and coming towards you all at the same time. It's different for all of you. It depends on your person and what I said around this card. Can they leave their heart chakra open? Can they look at what needs to be looked at here? It's a balanced, honest energy. If they do show up, I can tell you, because of this Eight of Pentacles read with these 2 cards, this motherfucker can stay lit. It can. There's a chance. Someone is pushing past their fears. That's a big deal if your person shows up in this energy. It shows you a little bit about who they are. And if they don't show up in this energy, okay, and again, you're all moving at different speeds on your timeline. It might happen outside this energy, but I don't usually divine out further than a month for any energy pull. If they don't show up, it also shows you on the other side who you're dealing with. And it's a phrase I have brought back from my childhood recently. I will say it again. In that respect, you're dealing with a fraidy cat. Okay? There you go. So, yeah, there's a good chance. Page of Pentacles level communication, though. All right? Somebody very worried, very nervous, because they saw the shark. You're the shark. And just like Roy Scheider in that damn movie, you're going to need a bigger boat. Let's get the fuck out of here, right? You're very big. These runners have this incoming energy is impressed by you, but you also intimidate them. There's something about the way you break their ego. Let's pull 3 cards and a crossing card from the bottom and see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. Okay? Let's find out. What else you want to tell everyone here before I go pull some wicked voodoo, because I got to pull on this soul energy. We got to find out more about both sides. I may pull a split reading. The ones that are fraidy cats and the ones that are strong, like the strength card, the lion there. We'll see. Also, we might pull a reading on Jaws. That's you in this case. I'm going to open with you anyway. We'll see. We'll see. I'll pull a pyramid and a timeline. We'll have some fun with it, like we always do. All right, here we go. 3 cards from the... Oh, yeah. Oh, God. Empress, 10 swords, 8 swords, and 10 cups. Oh my God. I'm just going to paraphrase this energy. The base energy is 10 cups, crossing 10 swords. The main thing there's 2 main things that they're seeing in this energy and feeling in this energy. One, they fucked up their own happiness by their own hang-ups and bullshit. Honest, balanced energy. But the other one is more fun for me to tell you. Okay? This is somebody who totally my Jaws analogy doesn't do it justice. Okay? You're scarier than the shark that came out of the water through the chum. I mean, you just are. You're the Empress. You got them all up in their head, jumping around, jackrabbit in a brush fire, just jumping like their head's on fire, their ass is catching, however you want to say it. They're all up in their head about you. But the thing is it's kind of a feedback loop in a sense of their Empress energy is up. They're balanced within themselves, as we talked about in a recent reading. They still are. So under this energy, they're being forced to feel it. It's like somebody tied them to a chair, taped their eyes open, and make them look at the Empress, make them feel the Empress. Just showed them movie reel after movie reel of what they missed out on and how they're missing out on things in life. Whether they come towards you or not depends on how much bravery they have. And it really does boil down to that, because it takes a lot of bravery to walk away from 8 broken cups or to admit that you were wrong, that you got things wrong. And it always comes back to that, because their karmic debt is their fear of being vulnerable. So, yeah, of course it always comes back to that. So that's what we get here. You know your person better than I do. All right? Are they an emotional coward? Or are they somebody that if they figured it out would definitely show up? Right? Only you know the answer to that. Even the universe says, you know. It's a higher percentage, because I went with the majority. It's a higher percentage that do show up, by the way, than don't. But still, it's still not a great grade, really. If I had to give it a grade, it'd be like a C+, kind of a thing. So about upper 70% kind of a thing. Anyway, that's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I can't wait to see what this energy does for you guys. If you want the extended, the link is in the description. I'll get to the bottom of all of this. We'll see where it takes us. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right, I'm going to go pull that extended. I got a devil here. That gets me excited all the time. I got a devil and a shark to pull on. How exciting. All right, good luck.